the hardest part of being disciplined during bodybuilding?
The hardest part.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Kay's Corner Podcast, episode 9. I have a super dope guest here, and I'm actually very honored to have him here. So, go ahead, introduce yourself.
What's going on, guys? My name is Anthony. It's an honor to be up here today to talk about my friend Kay.
Yay! I'm so excited. Honestly, the more of the guests that have been flowing in, I've been very thankful because they all have their own unique story. Everyone looks the same from the outside, but that's the whole point of this podcast is what is your story inside? What makes you you? So we're gonna talk about you today and me, of course. It's Kay's Corner, but um, so starting off, what do you do? What do you do for work? What do you do for your hobbies?
Um, I work in the city as a cop. One of those, very different jobs to do. But my hobby and my heart is in bodybuilding. That's where I really feel my dedication is at, and I want to move forward within that category of my life.
How long have you been doing bodybuilding for?
So I've officially been working out for almost like 10 years now.
Wow.
But as of recently, I just did my first show, and it really taught me a lot. Uh, as far as how your body works, how you should be working out, and a whole bunch of other things that we'll get into. So,
Did you think that you knew everything before you did the bodybuilding show?
of course, like most people, of course,
What was the top number one thing that you learned about your body during that process?
um, it really was when it came to dieting. I
Okay.
always thought that I could eat whatever I want, whenever I
As long as
want.
you're working out.
Right. And I
Mm-hmm.
thought that my body wasn't really going to take, you know, that step and like, all right, kid, like you're getting fat.
Yeah.
A lot of people say I wasn't fat, but I was kind of like on the thicker side. And when I dialed down for coach, he taught me everything that dieting is super important.
Right.
And you have to eat things in moderation.
Okay. Did you feel like instantly after like you started your dieting, or did it kind of take some time to like feel and be like, wow, like, this is different from how I've been eating?
When I first started, you get the cravings of things you used to eat. Like for me, I'm a big sweets guy. And most people is like cookies, cake,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got the cheese and the fried foods, and I ate that almost like every other day.
Yeah.
Especially working when I worked at, you have a lot of convenience stores
Mm-hmm.
and other places to eat. It catches up to you.
Right.
So when we first started it was the cravings, and then I want to say like probably like the last month and a half
Mm-hmm.
before the show started, the cravings went away, and I knew that was go time.
Okay. I know that you were craving something after that show. You with those bag of muffin and muffins.
Cookies.
How did you feel after the show? Like, did you feel like it was a huge accomplishment? I mean, that takes a lot of dedication, discipline, structure, routine. Did you feel like you were capable of that? And what did you feel after the show?
Well, I definitely felt like I accomplished a lot throughout the entire prep. When I hit the stage, doing it with my friends and my coach there and my family there, all my nerves pretty much just left. Growing up, I was always a super shy kid when it came to things like sports and whatever. Like, I didn't do it to my fullest potential because I was always nervous about what someone thought about me,
Okay.
especially here in the stage.
Yeah.
So after it was all said and done, I was extremely proud, and I was like, I have to do this again.
Yeah. I was so proud of you. Honestly, I never looked at you like you were ever like fat. Although, like, whatever your coach knows, I don't know. But like, I always looked at you like, oh my gosh, like, this is big muscular dude. And then you shred. It was a shock to everybody else. Was it a shock to you once you realized? Because when I first started my journey, I didn't really see the progress. It had to take me gaining weight again to be like, wow, I was actually in a decent, point of my life as far as my fitness and the way my body looked. But um I just feel as if, I don't know, like, what did you feel like when you realized it, when you looked in the mirror and you were like, holy crap, like, I actually like shredded this much?
it was like, all right, like my lifts are going down strength wise,
Yeah.
but I looked in the mirror, I was like, I have abs again. was like, so I'm like, okay. People see me as like, oh, dude, you got skinny. You know,
Yeah.
you hear the word skinny a lot,
Mm,
especially when you first show. For a lot of people, especially if you're a natural athlete,
yeah.
you think you carry more muscle than you actually have.
Okay.
So when you shred, you actually see that, all right, I look good, but I thought I was gonna be bigger.
Right.
It's kind of a reality check.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, okay, like you see that clothes don't fit the way they used to.
Right.
You have to buy a whole new wardrobe. But you're able to go outside to the beach and whatever and look good.
Right.
It's like, all right, I accomplished something, I look good. So whether I lost strength or I didn't have much muscle as I thought I did, at
Mm,
least, okay, all right, I look good.
right. Well, congratulations though. That takes a lot of dedication. I'm not even kidding you. I work in a gym, so a lot of people that I know do these shows, not
Hmm.
just guys. A lot of females that I know also
Yeah.
do the shows. I literally am so inspired, but with what you just said about the dieting, oh my gosh, like it's so easy to just like eat whatever you want and to tell yourself, oh, well, I work out,
Hmm.
and think that you know it all. So for you to like honestly have that discipline for yourself when it's so easy to slip up, which leads me to the next question. Did you ever slip up?
No, I didn't
No.
slip up. Working a job I worked, um, lunchtime or whatever you call it, it's a privilege. You don't
Okay.
always get it. Um, you're out there all day, you work your shift.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now I'm at the gym. Sometimes it's like, no, you're not. You're staying overnight.
Oh
So then it's like,
gosh.
okay, you finish your meals, you stay overnight. You have to go and figure out how you can make up for that missed meal in the morning or
Mm,
something like that in that nature. So, I remember one time I got stuck at work. I had to go to the store that cooked food or whatever, like a regular deli,
okay.
and they looked at me like, what? But I told them, listen, I need a chicken grilled. I need it weighed out this way. I need a rice that you have weighed out this way. And they made it work for me.
They did it?
Yeah, they did it.
Did they look at you funny like,
Yeah, they
oh,
were like, what's good with this kid? Like, why does he want like a regular
weighing my
bacon, egg, and cheese
rice
or
and
something?
yeah.
Right. So, I did that, and it didn't alter my progress anyway. So I was fine with that,
Yeah.
and I went home and continued my progress.
That's good. And did your job like do you feel like your job ever like interfered with your routine, whether it was before or after bodybuilding?
Um, a little bit, a little bit. A lot of people I know still work jobs where you're working an insane amount of hours. Like
Mm,
for instance, my friend Mark works the same amount of hours, but I'm like, okay, if he can do it, I can do it.
right.
So a lot of people would say, oh yeah, my job, I work too much. There's no way I could do this. You can always do it.
Right.
You just have to dial down. You have to cook your food. Go home, cook your food. Even if you're tired, getting 4 hours of sleep, go home, cook it, get ready to go to work the next day. Just keep going.
Do you have like a special day where you meal prep?
Um, Not really,
Okay.
especially in prep. It was like, let's just say I'll cook Monday night, and then I've noticed I'm gonna need more food cooked by Wednesday or Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, all right, I gotta cook this food. Cook that, wake up, get back to it.
Right.
It was never a set day really.
Okay. So you just make sure as long as you get it done, you don't really have a set day.
Right.
Because I used to always try to do that. Like, all right, Sundays I'm gonna meal prep.
Hmm.
Sunday would come along, no meal prep. I don't know. I just felt like I don't put too much pressure on yourself. Everyone's like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and then third, and then once you get to it, they can't accomplish it. They put so
Right.
much in their head, like rather than saying, you know what, let me do it when I can, or
Hmm.
if you have the free time to be like, let me get out of bed and let me go, meal prep for tomorrow, breakfast,
Hmm.
lunch, and dinner, whatever the case is. So I don't know. I was just trying to see if you had like a set day. I don't know.
It,
Some people do that.
it's kind of like like for me, I made sure that I had a goal. So I knew like, okay, if I sit here and yeah, I'm a meal prep, whatever, I'm gonna do what I gotta do, which I tried doing before I locked in with a coach. Shout out Coach Manny. It was like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna cook, I'm gonna get this going, and then you just stop.
Mm,
So I woke up and I gotta give myself a goal. Like I need
yeah.
a goal and able to, you know, do this dieting.
Okay.
And now that I know that I had a finish line, it kind of made me more dedicated to getting up and doing it, you know.
That's good. I think it's very hard to kind of, just like it's hard to break a bad habit, it's
Hmm.
also hard to kind of throw something into your routine. I believe like you have to do it consistently.
Hmm.
And it's true. Some people fall off. It's natural. It's
Yeah,
natural. I got
yeah, it
into a
is.
really bad accident. I just started working out this year again.
Mhm.
And why I asked Aunt, did you think that you were capable of it? I didn't think I was capable of squatting again, especially after having the ligament tears in my ankle. Like I just
Yeah.
didn't think I was capable of that, or I thought I knew everything even before my accident. And it's just so cool to like dedicate yourself to your body. We dedicate ourselves to relationships. We dedicate ourselves to work. We dedicate ourselves to so much.
Hmm.
And sometimes it's like the hardest thing for somebody to do is to dedicate themselves to them. Just this morning, I had to pick up my friend. I woke up at like 5 a.m. I don't even wake up at 5 a.m. for myself. And that like was like an opening for me. Like, oh my gosh, like I'm waking up for somebody else. Like, why can't I do that for me? You know? So like that was definitely an eye opening for me this morning. But so I think it's so cool. You inspire me to wanna do a show. But okay, give an example of the hardest part of being disciplined during bodybuilding.
The hardest part,
Like, did it change you inside, make you think like differently? Like,
you it will become a time where you doubt yourself and you say to
mm,
yourself, can I still finish this? Like, is it still worth the money I spend, the the way I wake up and cook and go to the gym? Is it still worth it? Rather than just going to the gym and eating whatever I want.
right.
And that's a serious question I believe most people ask themselves, because I'm not a pro yet. I know one day I will get the pro card. It's gonna become something I love to do.
Hmm.
But when you do your first one, that is this worth it? Question comes up once or twice, and it's up to you to really break through and go, yes, it's worth it, or nah, I don't think I can do this anymore.
Yeah.
You know, but I stuck with it even at times when I looked in the mirror and go, I don't know if I'm gonna end up looking right. I don't know if you
What
know.
pushed you? Was it because you spent the money or because you wanted to do this for yourself?
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna say a lie. You spent the money. You're spending the money, and it's like, all right, I'm not gonna keep giving my money to this random person I haven't met yet. Because
Right.
my coach and I was through online.
Okay.
I'm not gonna spend money on a random person I haven't met yet, and then just go, all right, I'm done.
Right.
You want to keep pushing it.
Yeah.
So it's honestly the money played a part, and how you think you end up looking after all this. It's gonna play a part.
Okay. And you're doing it again.
Of course.
When do you
Yeah.
plan on doing it again? He's probably
Um.
like, don't even ask me
No. It's like,
that.
well, right now we're in the rebound, so I want to give it like probably like another year.
Okay.
I do want to do it. If not 2026, it's a definite 2027,
Hmm.
just to see how much I can put on lean mass.
Right.
If that's even possible for a long run,
Yeah.
without any enhancements or help,
Yeah. Yeah.
so we'll see what happens.
This is super duper cool. Guys, this is why Ant's an inspiration to me because a lot of
Mm-hmm.
us, I'll say us, and I'll even speak for myself, saying that you can't do it, you can't. For so long, just waking up and telling myself, ugh, or I can't, that mindset is literally a habit that's growing. Meanwhile, you can be building that habit that is healthy, whether it's working out, the dieting, bodybuilding,
Mm-hmm.
school, just anything is just literally convincing yourself the opposite of what your mind usually says to kind of knock you back down. Doubting yourself too, it takes a lot of strength, a lot of encouragement from
Mm-hmm.
yourself. You can have a million people around you, but it's really at the end of the day, everyone's always asking 500 other people for like an opinion. Don't get me wrong, second opinions are good
Yeah.
sometimes. But then you're like completely distracting yourself from like your own thoughts. Like
Mm-hmm.
lock in. If this is what you want to do it. Someone may convince you to not do it. Oh, I don't think you should.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're listening to somebody when you could have, had the head start.
Yeah.
So what is your biggest advice, do you think, when you're feeling discouraged? And, for you it was bodybuilding, but what piece of advice would you give to everybody else when they're feeling discouraged with anything that they're doing?
Um. Just know when you start something, when you finish it, it's always gonna be a good thing. You know. For me, it was like all right, I'm losing 57 pounds. I didn't know I was gonna go down 57 pounds.
That's crazy.
So it's like, all right, I know I'm gonna end up looking decent. This is what I want to do.
Right.
You know, I had people tell me, "Yo, you getting too skinny. You look, yo, bro, you don't look right. You know, you look different." People want to say things when they don't really realize what they're saying. You know, people put in, they think advice or, you know, they think their opinion is good, but same time it's like, all right, you know, whatever. I'm looking skinny, and you know, it's a little. You don't want to hear that, you know,
Yeah,
a
I was
little
about
bit
to
because it's like,
say.
all right, you know, you on the heavier side, you working down. Oh, you look different, bro. You don't look like as big as you used to, like they're saying muscle wise. But
Right.
it's like, all right, I'm gonna stick with this, and
Right.
I know that I'm gonna be where I want to be, you know. And it all came down to show day, and you see guys who are massive,
Right.
you know, like these dudes work themselves to the point where they got their physiques where they wanted it to be. You know, even the women too. The women, they all look great as well. And it's like, all right, I'm going up against these guys. My coach like, don't worry about how you want to look size wise. Let's go up there and pose correctly.
Right.
Which also, you know, something that you have to get into when it comes to that too. So, you know, the end result is what matters.
Yeah.
You know, that's the biggest advice I can give you. Just keep pushing.
Keep pushing, guys. And like you said before about other people telling you, you know, oh, you don't look as big. I feel like people like that too don't really know what's going on, or they think that they know everything, you know. I was one of those people, I'm sorry. It was just like, I didn't mean to call him skinny, but it
She
was
did
just
say
like, I should have thought before. That's why you got to think before you speak, genuinely. Like, we can laugh about it now, but like in the moment, you got to think before you speak. You got to read the room. You got to read your audience. Human communications. But I think I was just in shock because like I've known you for the past few years, so just seeing you so muscular and like big. But like you said, to everybody, we thought it was muscle, you know. But then your coach taught you something new, you know. So I think that's so dope to have an open mindset, because if you don't, you know, if Ant didn't have an open mindset, he could have told the coach like, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about," or you know.
I would have been a fool.
Yeah, no, you guys looked phenomenal on that stage.
Right.
Like phenomenal. Even Olivia, I had her on my podcast. She also did a show.
She's great.
She's also continuing, you know, with the bodybuilding, and it was all because you pushed that first time, and it's just like, damn, it wasn't that bad, you know. Let me not talk till I do it.
Which you can.
I definitely can. I just love food. Like, I love food. Like, how long were you on that diet for?
I think 6 months.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was a long time.
The first week, how did it feel? Were you like, forget this? Or were you like, all right, okay.
The first week, I'm like, let's go.
Okay.
Because honestly, I didn't even say this yet. I've tried it the first time Mark tried it.
Oh.
And I actually backed out.
Really?
Backed out.
Oh my gosh. Backed out after you had already started it? Or
yeah, it was like,
wow.
You know, I was locked in.
Why?
And I was like any other person, you love food.
Okay.
So I'm like, I can't do this. You know, I can't sit here and eat oatmeal and chicken and rice and woo every day. So I was like, yo, like, you know, I'm backing out.
I don't know. I've even seen a couple of my other coworkers, like what they eat is like is not encouraging. But what is actually seeing someone accomplish it and finish through with it. That's what's encouraging about it. Is there anything else in your life besides bodybuilding that has been challenging for you?
Definitely making sure I spend more time with my family.
Okay.
You know, family is key. Family is important.
Yeah.
And as we grow older, we don't realize, you know, your parents, your siblings, cousins, anyone else is growing older as well.
Right.
So I really want to take advantage of more family time.
Yeah.
Even though, you know, I know the way I work and how my schedule is, it's not a guarantee because my father worked as a crash officer. So his hours were insane. Doubles, triples, you know, rarely home, but he made it work.
Yeah.
You know, so.
It's built in you.
Right. And I just want to make sure that I'm around them as much as I could be, even though he's still working now with his own business and everything. It's like when I see him, my mom, my sister, I want to make sure I'm around them.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it's so important. And I think what falls behind all of that is the foundation and morals.
Mm-hmm.
When you have such a hard rock foundation, you know, it makes you want to think that way. Of you like, you know what, like I need to make more time for my family. I have 5 siblings. They all live down the street from me. One lives in Iowa, but like I could make more time, you know,
Right. Yep.
between like my podcast and like you said, work and things like that. You also don't really go out that much.
Yeah. No.
Right? Was the like what makes you so disciplined on, you know, not wanting to go out with your friends or not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily wanting, but to say like staying prioritized?
Actually, growing up, I didn't really go out that much. Like even in high
Really?
school. Yeah.
Stop lying.
No, you ask people at high school with, I was not at parties like that.
Really?
Yeah.
You seem so like social.
No. I didn't go.
This is a shock to
It
me.
was a couple times I went to a couple different parties in high school, but like
Don't tell me you're the one sitting in the corner.
nah,
Okay.
never sat in the corner, you know, because I was cool with everyone.
Okay.
But it's like I'm definitely not about to just go out. Like I was always playing the crib,
Okay.
you know.
Is there a reason? Is it just because like you just liked that was your safe spot and that's just like where you wanted to be?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ain't nothing better than the house.
Honestly, guys, coming from somebody who partied a lot, even though I'm still young, we're still gonna have fun. I'm sure Ant goes out sometimes.
Sometimes.
But this man barely goes out. It's
Yeah.
like strictly working out. And that's why I wanted to bring Ant on my podcast because of discipline and self-structure and self-control.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many things that you can have self-control over. I mean, lustful thoughts, self-control over drinking, self-control over working out, waking up in the morning, like so many different things. But and specifically, the two things I want to bring up is one, not going out, especially at his age. How old are you?
26.
26.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak for anybody, but I know that in our 20s, we think that, oh, we're in our 20s, like, let's live our best life.
Mm-hmm.
But as you can see, if you don't lock in with yourself, Ant's 26, he has a career going. He has something he's passionate about, bodybuilding, the gym, you know, and his other dedication would be his family. You know, a lot of the society today, you just, like, wouldn't hear those three things.
You know, I think our generation kind of stepped away from that. You know, I mean, believe me, it's hard, especially these times now when like you go to school,
Mm-hmm.
you go to college. A lot of people get their degrees.
Yeah.
Very small people we have in our generation, and it's hard for them to find jobs.
Yeah.
You know, so with some people, you start to build a way that you want to cope, and some people just go out a lot. Some people drink a lot, and you know, I believe everyone has like their moment where they're down,
Mm-hmm.
but they could push through it.
Yeah.
You know, so whatever you're going through in life that others may not see, it's always a way out of it.
Yeah.
You know, you just have to talk to that one or two people in your life that really understand you and can help you get over that.
Yeah. And that's why I think it's so important to surround yourself with good people. I just said this in my last episode. If you guys want to watch it, go watch it. But it is so important who you surround yourself with. And that's why I'm so honored to bring certain people on to my podcast and into my corner. And this is my safe space. So if I'm bringing you into my safe space, you know, you're definitely a motivation. And everyone in your life, they should be where you want to be, you know? Like, and as I just said, like, I would love to be a bodybuilder. Like, you need people that are just elevated so that you can elevate and grow with them. You know, that is so important. And you have your good clique of friends, you know, who had your back. You guys stepped on the stage together, you know.
My boys.
How long would you say your longest friend is for?
My longest friend?
Mm-hmm.
My longest friend currently in Atlanta.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so my boy Aaron.
Do you see him often?
Whenever I go out to Atlanta or whenever he comes back out to Brooklyn. But him and his sister Lexi, called Alexis, we've been friends since probably like the first grade.
Okay.
So, you know, that's my blood, that's my family. You know, they're my cousins now, honestly, at this point.
Yeah.
So, like, to this day, we don't talk for a good couple months, you know, almost a year. But we know that we're always one phone call away from each other, and that's my family right there.
Yeah. I think it's so important to be aware of who your most hard rock friends are. You know, that you can almost count as like your sister or your brother or cousin. You know, that's what real friendship feels like family, you know. Did they come out to see you for your show?
Nah.
Okay.
My cousin Aaron is out there in Atlanta doing his thing. He's actually like a club promoter. You know, he does his thing out there.
Oh,
So he meets like various people. You
cool.
know, his own little business and
Yeah.
things of that nature. So he's always been like the opposite of me. You know,
Okay.
Aaron always like to go out and go get it. He'll talk.
Mm.
You know, he'll socialize. And Alexis, she works in the Barclays Center.
Okay.
So whenever I go to that next game or something, I see her.
That's
She hooks it up.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have my best friend lives in New Jersey. It's the same way. Like we won't talk for months on end, but it's just like when you see each other, when you speak to each other,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's just like that family like attachment type of connection. I don't know how to explain it, but I have
Mm-hmm.
friends like that too, and it stings. Some of your like rock solid, some of the most rock solid friends live the furthest away.
Yeah, they do.
Like so many of my friends
Yep.
were certain, you know, family living far, but yeah, so I think it's important to have a good circle around you, especially when you're doing something like bodybuilding. You know, Ann said he felt discouraged, you know, by having those couple of people around him that's like, keep going. Then himself, you know, keep going. Sometimes we try to lean onto our own understanding and it doesn't always work. So, you know, we're blessed with certain people in our life to continue to push us through, you know, times where we feel the most down and out. And again, not everyone gets to see you win. Not everyone gets to see you at your lowest point.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's important who you do let see that those sides of you are
Right.
the people that, you know, are definitely in your circle for life.
Right. Yeah. Shout out Mom Dukes. She definitely cooked my food for me a couple times.
Okay.
So, yeah.
See, you need to have those type of friends.
Mm-hmm.
What's a friend that doesn't cook?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you cook?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm not the best yet.
What's your best dish so far?
Yo, I made spaghetti.
You made like homemade?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of spaghetti?
It's regular spaghetti.
Just like regular spaghetti.
Yeah.
Do you have a machine for that?
No. See, I
Hand
know.
rolled it?
Listen, right? I'm not Italian. Okay? I bought the box pasta. All right. I got the protein. You know, you boil the pasta, you mix it together, use a little what's that tomato sauce called when you starts with an R? Is it R?
It starts with an R?
Yeah, like ragu, something like that.
Okay. Like the Alfredo?
Yeah, you know.
Alfredo sauce?
You know.
So nothing's made from scratch?
No, okay. Sorry to the Italians out there. Don't get mad at me.
He said ragu.
Yeah, box pasta for now.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We'll get there. I could teach
work
you.
on that.
You know, I can bring you to my grandmother.
Listen. I'll take the original way. I'll get there one day.
Yeah, guys, ragu. You gotta add. Did you at least add seasoning in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Parsley and all that.
Okay.
You know.
Right, as long as you add the Italian seasonings.
Is adding sugar a bad thing?
No, we actually add sugar in our red sauce.
Okay.
Like
cool.
a tablespoon of sugar. So I guess it'll rock in the Alfredo sauce.
There we go. Yep.
Was it good?
It was busting.
Okay. What's the next thing you're gonna make? I'll buy you a recipe book.
Yeah, I definitely need that. Haven't really thought about the next thing I'm gonna cook yet.
Okay.
But I'm definitely thinking about it. We're gonna.
Do you expect your future wife to cook?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I think every man, which I need a man that's going to be able to cook too. Like, I'm sorry, once in a while, once in a blue moon, like 9 out of 10 times I'll probably cook the dinner. But, you know, I think it's important for both men and women.
Mm-hmm. Very important. To
cook. If you don't know how to cook, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just try. Even if you're going to buy some ragu and pasta. Hey, it's something.
It'll feed you.
Yeah. So yeah, I just honestly am so honored to ask you about your bodybuilding journey and just with your routine in life. You know, you live a very I want to say strict because I feel like you do, you know, you have a routine every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you'll add something in, whether it's going out with your friends or whatever the case is, or, you know, spending time with family.
Mm-hmm.
But it is very hard in society today to have a strict routine.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's all the fast food outside, whether it's the friends that are encouraging you to go out or encouraging you to go eat certain stuff. You know, I just feel like being in today's society, choosing to stand out is not so easy. And I think it's so dope that you can choose to be different, choose to keep your head locked in and choose to not want to be like the world, you know. And I've had a lot of self-discipline, especially me living on my own since 18. Like, you know, I don't really have anybody be like, no, don't do this, don't do that. So it's
Yeah.
just like I had to learn that self-control, that self-discipline without anyone in my ear telling me that. And that's hard. I'd rather have someone in my ear being like, or even working out, having somebody next to you be like, one more, But that's why you have good people around you, is to encourage. But, paying bills for me, being consistent with school,
Yeah, it's
everything.
tough.
I need to work on meal prepping because I'm just not good at it, but we'll get there. This will definitely motivate me. But, I had a point in my life too where I felt, because I was paying my bills, that, let me go reward myself. Let me go out and have fun. Like, if I'm paying my bills, let me go out and have fun. But it's just like that mindset of, instead of saying, what's next?
Mm-hmm.
Or what can I do better to motivate myself?
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes you don't always have everyone next to you motivating you or encouraging you. And then your back's against the wall and you're confused on why you're feeling so discouraged. Well, if a million other people are making you feel discouraged, make sure that you don't do that to yourself. Make sure in that moment when you feel so down and out about the one thing that you're passionate about, that you don't allow that spark or that fire to go out. Because once that spark or fire is to go out, you have the chance. Like, Ant, he chose to, what, a year later choose to do the show again?
Yeah. A year
Yeah.
later.
So, you can wait a year, not to like say anything, but
Mm-hmm.
you waited a whole nother year. Meanwhile, you could have dedicated it then. But look
Right.
at you now. Like,
Right.
don't discourage yourself. Keep going. Self-control is a hard thing. It's something you have to teach yourself, especially
Mm-hmm.
when you've normalized being, in a way of, I guess, negativity, or just like doubting yourself. That's like so important and so deep, is when people doubt themselves.
Right.
The amount
Right.
of times I've doubted myself and how long it took me because I started procrastinating after that was insane. So many things that I could have just accomplished. So just always motivate yourself. I'm a weirdo. I look at myself in the mirror every day. I'm like, let's go. Like, let's go.
Hey, whatever works though.
Or just having like words of wisdom, or,
Mm-hmm.
whether you set a reminder in your phone, like, you got this, keep going. I think it's just so important to be there and show up for yourself. If you can show up for a significant other who was once a stranger to you, you can show up for yourself. If I
That's
can
right.
get out of my bed at 5 a.m. to go pick someone up from the airport, I can get my behind up at 5 a.m. to go hit a workout or
Right.
go sit outside and read
Right.
a book. For me, this week, I'm going to try to dedicate myself to not being so aggressive with what I want to eat. I like to devour things.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you just one step at a time. So, what do you like to eat? What's your
What do I like?
go-to?
What, for meal prepping or in general?
Just in general.
Tacos.
Tacos. Tacos.
Tacos.
Tacos is good.
How about you?
For me, it's pizza.
Well, I
I'm
was about
very
to say, please.
plain. Pizza. But yeah, listen, it's a twist though.
Okay.
A lot of people don't like it, right? Domino's or Papa John's. I like both, right? Pineapple pizza. Don't judge me.
No, these Italians that are going to be
Don't
watching are
don't judge
really.
me. Don't judge me.
We
'Cause
listen
look,
and we don't judge.
look, yeah, exactly. Because I have tried pineapple pizza, and a lot of people say pineapple don't belong in pizza. I disagree, but I have tried it from an official pizza place, and it did not hit like the fast food pizza spots like Domino's and Papa John's. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
What they do to it. I don't know.
Wait, so Papa John's or Domino's is better with pineapple or no?
Yes, with pineapple.
See, actually, you're not the first person to say that. You want to know why? Because if you go to an actual authentic Italian pizza place, like, they're not going to make that with love. I hope you know.
No, because
they're going to be slapping that pineapple on with like every bit of curse word an Italian would say.
Exactly. And
Madonna mia.
Nope, trying to have my pizza made with some love. So we're going to go to Domino's and Papa John's. Get that.
Damn, Domino's sounds so good.
Domino's.
Did you get a slice of pizza after you were done with your show?
I didn't have my first slice of pizza until like 3 weeks after.
But it's your go-to thing?
Because cheese. Cheese is my enemy.
Oh.
So I was scared to just eat it right after.
Because you're so like clean inside.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't say this who compete, but like after your show, if you binge eat and go crazy, all that water just comes back way too fast, and it's gonna be hard for you to move the next day.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
Your swollen and stuff. So
really?
yeah. So I'm like, damn. I can't have this pizza because I had pizza. It's gonna
So
be
you
a
were
bad
just like
night.
so scared of that cheese. You were like, yeah, I
Yeah.
can't do it.
So I just had some cookies. The go-to from like hands down cookies in New Jersey, like the pretzel or whatever was going
Hmm.
on that cookie, delicious. And then we had sushi and out, and
All you could eat.
nah, it was a spot though that served some sushi had that, and the rest of the week I took it slow, you know. I still had like my rebound plan. Like on weekends, I had myself a little either sushi or a burger. I haven't really expanded that yet.
Okay.
So we're about to go.
Do you have like a treat day where you just like can eat whatever you want?
Yeah, on the weekend it's like one free meal,
Okay.
but I have an extra buffer, little extra
You and these
buffers.
Buffin muffins, what's your favorite flavor?
Whoever made muffins, and I know you guys are on Long Island. Y'all serious.
We're gonna tag you. The
Yeah,
Buffin muffins are really buffin.
tag them. But my favorite one is either the cinnamon pop tart,
Ooh, that one is good.
goes crazy, and the cereal milk.
Ooh, I haven't had that one.
Yeah, got the fruity pebbles on top.
Oh wait, I have had that one.
Yeah, so
Guys, if you guys don't like Fruity Pebbles, like come on now, what are you really doing?
yes, I don't know what you're doing.
But go get yourself a Fruity Pebble Buffin muffin. It's not actually called Fruity Pebbles, it's called cereal milk,
Cereal
right?
milk, yeah.
I love the Dubai one. I just wish it had more filling in the middle.
Dubai chocolate. I never had
Yes.
Dubai chocolate anything yet.
I cut it in four. Yeah, you can get a Dubai chocolate bar from 7-Eleven for $17.
$17. Staying right there.
I actually bought it just so me and my sister could try it. It was good, but it's just like $17.
Yeah,
Like maybe if we're in Dubai,
Yeah.
we're in America.
Yeah.
How do we even know that this was made in Dubai?
We're not doing $17 treats. It's not happening.
No, self-discipline.
Right.
Better slap your hand before you grab a Dubai chocolate from 7-Eleven.
Yeah, $17. I think that'll discipline anyone. If you spend $17 on a chocolate bar, no matter how much money you have, you're wow.
All love, but we're coming for you.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
OD.
If that's OD, I'm not even kidding you. I'll tell you a story. My DoorDash, I guess my email, was connected to the computer at work.
Ooh.
And I didn't have self-discipline. I genuinely really tried. Like I tried to eat a couple strawberries. I'm like, yeah, it's like not hitting. Like I'm hungry. Ordered Taco Bell. This is what I get for honestly ordering Taco Bell this late. It's 11 o'clock at night. My job is closing. I get a call from the front desk.
Oh wow.
Oh, so you ordered Taco Bell? I'm like, how the heck do you know I ordered Taco Bell? They're like, for one, your email's up, but for another, the dasher just dropped it off.
Oh wow.
So I was like so sad too. I didn't even think of like, oh, this is what I get, or maybe let me just give it to them. You know, I was like, no, I need to get this Taco Bell to my house. I tipped the dash like $10 extra. I'm like, please, bring it back. Yeah, that was like the last time that it was a very late night Taco Bell. And thinking back now, like it is so hard, especially when you're watching a good movie, it's raining outside, and you want to nibble on something.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Take the time out for yourself to go make or create some healthy snack. Do you have a healthy snack besides a Buffin muffin?
There not has right to now. Be something. We're working on it. Not right now, though.
Okay.
Not right now.
Even on meal prep, what about on meal prep? Did you any sweets?
You had to make your own sweet treat on meal prep. Like if you have oats and stuff in meal prep, which I know a lot of people know about, you blend up the oats and you mush the banana in them with, and you make your own pancake.
Oh.
And you use the sugar-free maple syrup and all that stuff.
Okay.
And then you got your little homemade pancake. But my friend made like protein muffins, like not as good muffins. But
they're not a Buffin muffin.
Muffins. He had that, whatever. But like you make it work for yourself.
Yeah.
That really keep you like locked in a little longer.
Did it help you to stay concentrated and stay locked in? The fact that you had friends who had already done this.
Yes.
Okay.
Big time.
Yeah.
Having 2 friends that done it already, it's like okay, they're going to be there. They know what they're doing because this is their first time.
Yeah.
So, and you have a whole coach who's a pro.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, I could definitely do this.
How cool is it to meet your coach?
Oh, it was great guy.
Yeah.
Um, he's an outstanding person, and even he slipped out. I'm putting him on blast. The night after we left, he said he had like a whole bag of McDonald's with like 6, 7 things off the menu. So
Is that Coach Manny?
yeah. You call him out, He gonna be
You
mad
gotta
at me.
slap your wrist for that
Yeah,
one.
He went crazy. But
You might as well go buy a $17 Dubai chocolate.
but even he wasn't in prep, so
Oh, he wasn't.
no, so he could do that.
Okay.
But he still has to follow a regimen after
Yeah.
the show. So hopefully his coach don't see that. Maybe.
Hopefully he doesn't see this.
Yeah, if he see it, he see it.
No, we also love for some Mickey D's sometimes. I mean,
Oh yeah,
McDonald's has been around since probably like the early 1900s.
yeah.
But we all fiend for some McDonald's fries. But you know what? If you're healthy enough, you have your whole life to go indulge into things. Same with like even me, honestly. I've been vacationing a lot, but I love it.
Yeah.
But I love food too. Sometimes you just gotta lock in. You gotta make sure you're prioritizing first before you treat yourself.
Yeah.
And I love fast food too. It's so bad.
Listen.
But it's so gross to say. I'm so embarrassed.
No, it's okay. Chick-fil-A is amazing.
I don't really count that as fast food.
It's fast food.
I know.
It's fast food.
I'm like, the chicken's real. It's not fast food.
It's fast food. It's fast food.
What's your favorite fast food? Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A, Five Guys.
Oh.
Well, Five Guys, they cook it there. So Five Guys.
It's like 3,000 calories in one burger.
Listen, you get your money's worth.
You do.
Okay.
And the fries, they give you like a whole big bag of fries.
Yeah, you go for a little bag of fries, you getting the whole thing filled out. So, I mean, and I think they said it, like, yeah, we give you extra to make you feel like you paid your price you paid because it's expensive. So.
I worked at Five Guys.
Which one?
The one in Port Jeff.
Get out.
Yeah, I was living out there in Port Jeff, and I didn't have a car at this time, so I was walking to work. And this was when I was my heaviest. I honestly probably weighed $160.
Oh, wow.
Like, I wore gloves to eat my burgers.
You wore gloves to eat your burgers?
I wore gloves to eat my Five Guy burgers.
Wow, you had 3 patties on there instead of 2?
I'm not even kidding. There was a couple times when I had 3 patties. No one believes I was $160, but I really was like a little roly-poly.
Damn, 3 patties.
3 patties. Some grilled jalapenos,
Good
onions.
At least you had it.
And I ate that whole bag of small fries too. And their milkshakes.
Oh my gosh.
The one milkshake I cannot do is the bacon crumble milkshake. Who the heck puts bacon crumbles in a milkshake? I know you dip fries in a milkshake, but bacon in a milkshake? You gotta try it. Next time you go to Five Guys, you gotta try it.
I ain't gonna lie, I might have to because it don't sound too bad.
I don't know.
Cookies and cream. I'm very basic.
No, cookies and cream is my favorite. Mint, cookie dough. Look at us. You see, at least we can talk about it. I'll try not to get ice cream later, but
yeah, ice cream is great.
Ooh, what if you cut like a muffin in half and like a scoop of ice cream?
All right, hear me out, right? Hear me out. My friend Arian did that. So it's like a healthy alternative of ice cream.
Okay.
I don't know what brand it is. If you know, you know. He took the chocolate twin roll muffin and put it on top of the chocolate ice cream.
Oh my gosh.
Had his own little.
That's so smart.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably do that next time I decide to eat ice cream. Like 1 scoop of ice cream and something that has protein in it.
He put the muffin in the air fryer.
Oh my gosh, it was a little crispy but soft in the middle.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
Now you're gonna go home and try that.
Oh yeah, I'm trying that. That's without a doubt. I'm trying that.
Okay. Last question.
Let's go.
Do you live on your own?
No.
Okay.
No. Still with my parents, and if your parents don't want you to leave the house, save your money and don't move out yet. Right? I mean, don't get me wrong. My dad and I are looking because most parents know everything, right? This guy knows stuff. So I'm not ashamed to say that he's helping me look for.
Yeah.
So he helped me out with that, looking for places. But he doesn't want me to move out. So if you don't,
he wants you to pay the bills.
Honestly, no, he don't charge me.
Oh, really?
Like
That's
us.
nice.
Stay home. If you got that, if you have that option to stay home and you
Yes.
offer that, stay home.
Yeah.
I get told that every time people in their late 30s, 40s, 50s, or retired.
Yeah.
And I tell them that, they're like, oh, your parents are doing great by you.
Mm-hmm.
Stay home as long
Right.
as you can.
And honestly, somebody who's been living on my own since 18, by choice for sure. You know, there's 6 kids and a very small household. So I was just ready to like venture out. I wish I didn't. I'm kidding. I'm happy I did. It definitely built a lot of character and responsibility for me. But I think it's dope if you have a parent or parents to help you out. Like, don't take advantage of it either. Like, take advantage, save your money. But like, don't take advantage of it in that way where you're just like going out, going on vacation, spending your money. Like, take advantage of it in the way of like save up your money,
Yeah.
you know? And
Yeah.
you're lucky to have parents that, and everyone is, who have parents that are willing to help you find a spot or help you find a car, you know? Not to, throw my parents under the bus, but some people don't have that, that support behind them.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was blessed with 5 siblings. I think that's dope. I love having all of them. We all bring a different characteristic, but I think it's so important to have a really good relationship with your parents. I think it's good to have that support system and that word foundation, you know.
Right.
And I think it's dope. And you're close to your parents, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've definitely worked on getting closer with them.
Mhm.
And I told myself I need to make that a habit
Yeah.
of one day out the week. I only get 2 days off.
Yeah.
Sometimes one. Most of the time one.
I know you
I
work
want to
so
make
much.
sure that I'm near them
Mhm.
and I'm spending time with them.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow's never promised. You make sure that you get close to everyone that you share that love with.
Yeah.
You know.
And it's so raw, this podcast, and like the things that come out of my mouth, but they're so real. Like, there was a point in my life where I was just so busy, like just working, paying bills, and just having fun. Like, I wasn't realize I was starting to realize recently I would text my best friend more than throwing a text to one of my siblings.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they live down the street. If they need me, they'll call me. But it's just like it's so much more important to like literally make sure that you wake up and reach out to those that you love, and make sure that you keep those who have your back close to you. Sometimes we don't read the room, and we let things fly over our head, and people distance themselves.
Right.
So family, you always be locked in. Like Ann said, family's important. Find time to spend with your family. That's
Right.
also self-discipline.
Right.
If you're spending more time with your significant other or your friends rather than your family, that's something that I think is 100% a part of self-discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Prioritizing, and family definitely should always be prioritized for sure.
Yep. Time is your friend.
I know. I'm turning
friend.
24 in 14 days.
Time is not your friend. So, for example, we talk about doing this podcast, a week ago?
Yeah.
I closed my eyes and opened them. Here we are.
I know.
So.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing I've learned is that, I can do it tomorrow. Don't do it tomorrow. Do it the day off.
Yeah.
Right? Do it the day off. Keep it pushing. Get to have been doing things that you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
The days that you need to get them done.
Yeah.
Because everyone has something about them that they can take far in this world.
Yeah.
Technology is at a different level now where it's not even about the money, but you can get exposure and people can know you, in an instant.
Mm-hmm.
So of course you're gonna have people out there that's like, what are you doing? Like, you look dumb or whatever.
Yeah.
Never believe what anyone says about you being dumb or you look
Mm-hmm.
crazy. You don't need to impress anyone but yourself.
Yeah.
And that's what matters at the end of the day.
I agree 100%. Like I said before, you can have a million people, and especially being a young girl, like us females, men, I'm sure you guys talk to your boys and stuff, but we love venting to our friends, but it truly matters. You can talk to 500 people or 5 different people and vent out, but like then when you're by yourself again, you're discouraged again. Why are you discouraged again? Because you need to put back into yourself what you even put in asking someone for advice.
Right.
If you have that time or that energy inside you to ask somebody else, like sometimes it's just about asking yourself, what do I need to do better? What am I doing wrong?
Right.
It's not like to blame yourself, but what can I do to be better? What can I do to see things differently? So please, please, I've done it to myself. It's what stopped me from even starting up this podcast. It's what stopped me from starting school for so long. Like, do not discourage yourself. I'm very close to God. So I want to also say, like, evil hears what comes out of your mouth.
Yep.
Your tongue is a weapon.
Yep.
So if you're going to open your mouth, make sure that it's all positive. It's positive for the people that are around you because it affects other people. You're positive with yourself. You know, that's the first step to self-growth and self-control, is being aware of your actions and your thoughts. And I just feel like as long as you're taking accountability of your actions and what you want in life and prioritizing them, you know, things start to flow a little bit easier.
Exactly.
Yeah. Look at you now. Now you're about to be a bodybuilder.
Yeah. We're going to take it there. That's just about.
And some people settle for just, oh, I have a career, I work too much. Like, you got to have a hobby. You got to have something you're passionate about. Like, you can't just work. Like, that's just so freaking boring.
You know, that's how you get miserable. You know, that's how you age. You know, like, you have to keep yourself busy outside of work. Always separate work from your personal life. Build yourself up when you're off. You know, so
yeah,
that's a big deal. That's why I was always told from my dad growing up, separate that. You know, because if all you think about is work, and you talk about work wherever you go, you know, it tends to just be all you're about.
Right.
And I'm not like that.
Right.
I want to get away from it.
Yeah. Well, and do you think that you got your work ethic from your father?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did your mom do?
My mom, she's like the soul of the household.
Okay.
You know, she's the person who made sure everyone's well fed. You know, she kept us clean. She kept us fresh growing up. My sister and I. You know, so she's done things, you know, that every mother, I believe, does already or do already, and it hasn't left her body.
Yeah.
You know, she's even getting to working out now. She looks great and everything, but like,
yeah, your parents look young.
Yeah, she's, you know,
like, your parents look good, and I'm telling you, it's probably because they had self-discipline.
That's it. So it's about. And my mom was like you growing up. Like, she moved out at a young age. She moved out at 16.
Yeah.
You know, and growing up, when they grew up in Brooklyn, it wasn't easy.
No.
You know, it's still not easy now, but it definitely easy then, because, you know, there's no cell phones out recording anything going on in the street or whatever. So the way she grew up and the fact that she turned out to be the woman she is today, it's a real big accomplishment. And, you know, it's something that you love to see.
And probably an inspiration to you. And I think that's good for even your dad. I think that's what builds like such a strong marriage, is a woman that can just be the neck of the household. A man will always be a leader. Aunt's a leader, you're a leader, my father's a leader. Every man on this earth is a leader. But just because a lot of men can be prideful where they think women are almost stupid, but that is so important, to have a woman, a neck of the home. Men are the leaders and head of the household, but the woman is the neck.
Yeah.
And it's important for your husband to be able to motivate your husband, push him with all of his dreams, and then to have your kids and make sure that they're living a fulfilled life of just feeling like they're coming home to a safe spot, clean home, that they're eating healthy. You know, I grew up in Italian households, and I shouldn't even laugh at it, but I swear I'm surprised that I didn't turn into an Oompa Loompa of how much pasta I ate. My grandmother made pasta and peas, pasta with clams, bolognese, like everything was pasta. And I guess like once I started to work in a gym, like I'm so thankful for that, because, you know, Grandma, I love you. I love you tons. But even down to like the desserts, there were no fruits in the house. Like, it was just Twinkies and yesterday's cake. And like, but that's like an Italian household for you. But then my Korean side is like very like bean sprouts, oatmeal. Like, if I ever slept over my grandparents, it was oatmeal with raisin in the morning. Like, you know, so it was like
perfect balance.
Yeah. So I got a taste for both, but it's so important. If you're a wife too, or a husband, make sure you're cooking right for your man or for your woman. If you're a mother or father, make sure your kids aren't eating fast food and cancerous foods. Make sure that they're being taught to take care of their body. You know, I think that's so important. I'm happy that you brought that up. You know, I think it's so important for parents, significant others, siblings to always encourage to live a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, exactly.
So leaving on that note, you are an inspiration. I hope you know that. And I hope your journey with bodybuilding is just so much fun for you. You know, and I hope you learn a lot more than you've already learned.
Thank you so much. It's an honor
Yeah.
being up here, and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank
The
you.
podcast that you have going on is very real, I should say, because nothing scripted. We didn't script anything, by the way. Every
Nothing.
question came right off the dome from her, and that's huge. You're able to think fast, create fast, and creativity and a fast thinker can take you very far in this world.
Thank you,
So
Aunt.
keep
That
doing
means a
it.
lot. Yeah, it was dope having you in this corner.
Thank you.
Like I said, it's a blessing when you have people in your circle that encourage and support you. It always helps. Always encourage yourself. But then when you have those couple of people that are kind of like just booting you up further and further, those are the people that are going to be chilling with you at the top. So
Yep.
always be thankful for that. Always be thankful for yourself. And if you don't know self discipline, I'm going to leave Ant at. You can see his discipline, his transformation.
Mm-hmm.
Me continue to follow through with my podcast. There's so many other guests and just my story. You guys will continue to get to know me. We're all human. We all slip up. I've discouraged myself, but it takes a lot of self discipline to have a routine in life and to be where you want to be for your future.
Right.
So just stay at it, stay consistent. I know that sounds like, oh my God, everybody says that.
Mm-hmm.
But just like Ant said, even when he felt discouraged, just keep going, keep
Yeah.
doing. Every day you wake up, put a little bit of effort into something that you're passionate about.
Exactly.
Don't just wake up and work. That's boring.
Very boring.
So guys, thank you for stopping in and meeting Ant, and thank you for watching episode 9.